أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، وأفضل الصلاة وأتم التسليم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In Surah Yusuf alayhi salam, there are so many good stories to tell. But what stopped me today, and I think it's very much related to our situation, is the position of Yusuf's older brothers. And they are quite many. They are a bunch. وَنَحْنُ عُصْبَةٌ. They said, we are adult and we are that many, and we are more qualified and deserving than Yusuf and his brother, who are favored by our father. How come? And as the children of a prophet, they should think straight. Rather, they thought the opposite. They said, اقتلوا يوسف أو اطرحوه أرضا يخل لكم وجه أبيكم ثم تكونوا من بعده قوما صالحين. Kill Yusuf, or take him out of the picture, and then you will be good people. How that could be? This is like oxymoron, as we say, conflicting thinking. This is not right thinking. If you kill somebody or make him disappear, you will not be a good man or a good woman or a good group. اقتلوا يوسف أو اطرحوه أرضا يخلو لكم وجه أبيكم. Then your father has nobody else but you. This is what we call it العقلية الإقصائية, the elimination process or the elimination mentality, that finish him, kill him, get rid of him, move him away. And that goes into individual situation like in life, and it could go also in a group situation. What do we call it nowadays? It's extermination. It is a elimination of a race. We have a word for it, right? What do we call it? Ethnic cleansing. Ethnic cleansing, that is, those group of people should not be there and let's get rid of them. Where that come from? From the نحن عصبة. We are powerful. We have control. We are big. Who are you? And all this mentality, which is far away from any religious thinking or fear of Allah, or being guided by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the creator. And you talking about Sayyidina Yaqub alayhi salam, when he said to Yusuf, وكذلك يجتبيك ربك ويعلمك من تأويل الأحاديث ويتم نعمته عليك وعلى آل يعقوب كما أتمها على أبويك من قبل إبراهيم وإسحاق. We are not far away from Ibrahim alayhi salam. Is only one grandfather, which is Yaqub, his children. Their grandfather would be Ishaq alayhi salam, and his father Ibrahim alayhi salam. So you're talking about a complete prophethood family. And if you think about it, alhamdulillah, but if my grandfather is Ibrahim alayhi salam, how we should be? It should be an excellent. Rather, Shaitan come to, as Yaqub told him, don't even tell the story to your brothers. We learn two things from this. Don't tell the story to your brothers. That sometimes if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed you with a ni'mah, the blessings of some kind, don't be so exposed about it. Don't be so open about it. Just say alhamdulillah and move on. Because there are some eyes, as we know, negative, bad eyes, hasad, and some people who don't like to see others happy. So they always will look negative to you, whether it's your children, your health, your wealth, your family, whatever it is. That's one thing. The other things that Yaqub alayhi salam, for what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taught him, he said, وَإِنِّي أَعْلَمُ مِنَ اللَّهِ مَا لَا تَعْلَمُونَ, toward the end of the surah. That I know from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who taught me things you don't know. So knowledge will give you an insight into how people behave and react. And that's why he told them when they went back to get the supplies from Egypt, he said, don't go from the same door. Like 6, 7 brothers going from the same doors. People look around, oh, who are those? He said, ادخلوا من أبواب متفرقة. 2 from here, 2 from there, 2. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that because he has something in his heart, which is he knows that maybe hasad and shaitan will come to. Shaitan on the other side, other than the hasad, will make the people feel that we can do it. It's okay to do it. Shaitan always even will swear for you. وَقَاسَمَهُمَا إِنِّي لَكُمَا لَمِنَ النَّاصِحِينَ. Our grandparents, like Adam and Eve. He didn't come and tell them, why you are better than me? Why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make angels, make sujood for you? No, he didn't say that directly. They would take a position. They said, probably we are better for some reason. He said, don't worry. I want to advise you. I want to counsel you. If I am in your position, that's how I'll do it. وَقَاسَمَهُمَا أي أقسم لهما بالله. وَقَاسَمَهُمَا, that he swear to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for what he is about to say, that this is better for you. And he said, you know what, the reason. So sometimes they come with a legitimate reason. I want to build a better houses for you. I want to make some project. It is investment. How you can proceed? You do this, you do that. He said to them, do you know why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, don't go to this tree? Of course they don't know. There is no need to know sometimes. They say, why Islam this? Why the religion that? Well, if you know, alhamdulillah. If you don't know, first ask the scholars. فَاسْأَلُوا أَهْلَ الذِّكْرِ. And even if you don't know, so what? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said so. That's good enough for average mu'min. But shaitan said, no. You see, you have to think. And sometimes we think that our mind is enough for this life. It is not enough for this life. We need the wahy, the revelation, the guidance from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Shaitan, what he said to them? He said, ما نهاكما ربكما عن تلكما الشجرة إلا أن تكونا ملكين أو تكونا من الخالدين. You are going, if you eat from this tree, you will turn into angels, a higher level, or you will live forever. So he came from those 2 points. First, a position. You will be somebody. You will be connected. You will be powerful. You will be rich. You will be. Quietly. Or you will live forever. And everybody wants to live for long. أو تكون من الخالدين. And then what was the result? Of course, when they ate from that tree, they lost all their decency, position, regards from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they know the story. Back to the story of Yusuf alayhi salam, and we'll conclude inshallah. When they want to do the wrong things, they thought they can be better off. And when we think that we can rely on our it's not really instinct, in our evil side of humanity. Jealousy, hatred, misguidance, then we will not end in a better situation. Whether it is individual, even between brothers and family members. It is unfortunately, dear brothers and sisters, that's what's going on in most of the situation of the families. And if you take it further and further, you will find it between nations, as we are aware of now, and what's going on. Just because you have the power doesn't make you right. Even if you have logic and reasoning, it doesn't make it legitimate. I really hope and pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to increase our iman, to help us to see through and not to rely only on our thinking or our wrong instincts and desires, rather on the guidance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and on Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam sunnah and the traditions that inshallah will deliver us from the evil to what's good, from the darkness to the light. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم واغفر لنا يا مولانا إنك أنت الغفور الرحيم وصلى اللهم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. جزاكم الله خيرا. السلام